Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Everyone had a nice weekend. It was a nice weather here this weekend. Sun out after a long time here. Nice, good weather. Alright, how about we get into this? So we go. So first of all, news-wise, we got nothing. It's all empty. See if there's any yellow folders for us to see. Some speech going on at 2. So yeah, pretty much nothing for us to worry about. So it's a clean day for today, but tomorrow and Wednesday will be good days in terms of news. We got PPI and CPI coming up, so midweek will be heavy on news. But other than that, that's what we're looking for Monday. Now let's go to the analysis part. Right, so we already got a long position set. It's a buy limit order already set at 31.68 or 2,331.68. And we're gonna try and see if we get execute on this trade or is gold gonna start rejecting from this area. So what you see is this is the 50-minute demand zone here. If you go into 15, you will see it. We got a nice impulse move up. Now we're coming back down, so we're gonna retest this demand zone area here and hopefully start pushing back up. I know the TP is like 600 pips away, but let's think of it as open TP. And we're gonna secure our position down in this zone, inside this range. And for sell side, we got another demand zone up here. Originally we were taking for sells down here at 63. We may try those as well, but it just depends how fast we move up. So right now we're quite far down. I think we have good 200 pips away or something like that. Yeah, 170. So once we start coming back up, we'll have a look and figure it out if you want to take this. Other than that, yeah, not much going on. So daily, you can have a quick look at the daily. Daily, we did close bullish last Friday. We didn't have a big top wick right here, and we had no bottom wick pretty much, and we just straight up pushed up. Then towards New York session, basically we started pulling back, and we ended up closing like halfway through the daily candle range. And current daily has started off with a bottom wick first, at least. We broke the previous lows. Now there is also a chance we may flip up and start pushing up, but we did close that resistance right here. Look at this white line. We did close at a resistance area. You know, there's loads of resistance here. One here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. So it's a bit hard to figure out which one is, stronger. For that, you probably have to go to a lower time frame. There's just not enough data points on the daily time frame to say that, because there's nothing on the left side either. But there's a chance we end up closing bearish and maybe start coming down. But remember, this is a weekly start as well. And last week we closed bullish, so this could just be the weekly bottom wick. So if we don't flip this today, we may start flipping on the weekly time frame tomorrow or on Wednesday. Plus with news coming up on CPI and PPI, it can definitely switch directions easily on a week. So I guess we'll see. And you can have a look at the monthly candle as well, I guess. And monthly basically just trying to fill this wick up at this point. We don't have much of a bottom wick. 18 days left. We're trying to fill the wick up, and there's a good chance we will do it at some point. I doubt we're gonna start coming back down that monthly. Weekly was looking good to start coming down, but then last week happened and just decided to not come down. So at this point, yeah, we'll just see what happens, how the market goes on the higher time frames. But for our trades, we're gonna base them on off the lower time frames of the ranges that we got. So 4-hour quick lines on the 4-hour, we have been bearish for the last two 4-hour candles, and our closures is near resistance zones. So this is entire zone of resistance area. You can see multiple taps here and here. So we may close bearish or we may start rejecting close bullish. This is a hard one to say. Then if you were to take a sell, you probably would have taken it before. Not that would have ran much. Yeah, so we got 1 hour and 10 minutes left on this 4-hour to close, and with comics open coming up as well within this 4-hour candle, and NY open coming up, it can change whatever direction was to print in, and like in the last 15 minutes even. So we don't know until it closes how we close, but the way we're looking at it, if we close bullish, something like this, I still think there's a chance we are forced to come down, make the bottom wick, even if forced to go up. But I don't think we're gonna have to worry about the 4-hour much today, because as long as it goes bullish, that's in favor really for us. Because if you do close bullish, you expect next candle to go bullish, but if it comes down at 10%, that will be the bottom wick for us to start going up. But if you do close bearish, it still doesn't matter, because we have rejections here, so it doesn't super duper matter how we close on this current 4-hour. How we open may help us. If we open with no top wick and start just coming down to enter us, that may work for us, because eventually the 4-hour will want to flip after it grabs some liquidity. Right. One sec. Yeah, that'd be all. That'd be all. We got our setup here. We got a buy limit order set. We may have a sell position. Looks like gold is trying to reject from here at the moment. On the 1 hour you see it, but it can still come down. We kind of ranging as well a bit on the 5. So remember, it is new session, and it's once we have a nice push up or down, so you had a nice move in one direction, there's also potential for it to start ranging a bit, and there is a chance we may range for the next hour and a half or 2 hours, but we don't know yet. So unless we close bearish on this 15, I probably say we're not ranging quite yet. Lower time frame is, but higher time frame is still clearer. Like you can just say 1 hour is trying to retrace now. But yeah, we're gonna wait for our zone. Remember, patience. Trading is just 5% about analyzing, 95% about waiting. So we just wait, and we'll get our trade to come. Our trade will come to us. Alright, before we move on, let me make sure all the data is correct. Alright, so we are 300. That is correct. Did I put this down here? Yes. moved here. 64532. All correct, all correct. I'll fill everything in, yes. Alright, let's get it. So again, no news for us to worry about. We're gonna close that off. But guys, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and obviously drop a like on this video. We do come live every day, Monday to Friday, unless, you know, sometimes we can't. There will be exceptions, but other than that, we do come live. Let me put a Yeah, we're just gonna be waiting here. Nothing much to do. Anyone here has got any questions, wanna know something, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer. Shadows will not be joining us today, but hopefully we'll be back tomorrow. The stop loss is based off the zone we got for our demand or supply. So in this case, this is the demand zone, so this is the bottom of the demand zone. Go in the 15 time frame, you'll see it. And basically I'll show you here. So you can see this is becoming basically how we figure out what the zones are. We see what the impulse move is. So impulse move is basically market moving in the same direction quickly, not like this, slowly. This is the impulse move up. It's going up high. This is coming down decently, but if I want to see a bit better move down. So this is the impulse move up, and basically you want to see, because it's going up, you want to see the last bearish candle before the move up, right? So it's not gonna be, so this is not gonna be the last bearish candle right here or here. We're gonna use this as a last bearish candle. But yeah, you can see there's a level here as well for our demand zone. So there's multiple levels. You gotta find out what the zones will be for you, and you have to use other conferences. Like there might be a support or resistance in those areas. There might be some rejections in those areas. So you have to use other conferences to figure out what zone works for you. But once you identify the zone, you use the last bearish candle. This will be the last bearish candle right here. I'm gonna highlight it here. So this is the top of the range, at the bottom of the range. So the wicks, you include the wicks in your range. Let me fix it. There we go. So there is the last bearish candle. Now usually you put your stop loss below the bottom wick here. So you will have a buy stop like this. You enter the top of the entry and your stop loss will be something like this, just below the range with a bit of a area left for spreads. Now in this situation, this is how we usually be doing it. But in this situation, you can see there's a bullish candle with a bottom wick right here as well. So you wanna adjust it to be below that, but we're not that far off from our entire range. You can see only 9 pips away from these 3 wicks here as well. So you wanna include all the ranges that we can, as much as we can, because we have previously tapped these areas to push up. In this situation we tap this to push up, so there's always a chance we may tap lower next time it comes down. So say we're coming down like this, it may tap further down into our range before we push up. So you want to include what you can but keeping your stop loss a bit consistent still. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. But if you go to our previous example here, you can see the sell we took last week. I believe this was Friday, right? No, Thursday. Okay, we had no trades Friday. So you can see this is the supply zone. We already marked it out. It was based off the 5-minute on this because it was a New York session, and 5-minute works usually okay. But you see, this is the top of the range. Now there's some wicks here as well. You can see. I'm sure there'll be some more on the left. Okay, that's nothing else. So in this situation, we did not include these because the range actually is 20 pips. So if you have a stop loss right here, we have to add 20 pips extra to include all these wicks here. But in this situation, we did not include these, and well, this should be wrong. We did include a little bit. Actually, let me find out what the actual stop loss was. 30.58. Basically right on it. Right, change it to 58. So that's the actual stop loss. If I put a line right here and we go back left, you will see how we included these other wicks here as well. So that was the actual wick. So basically the wick is basically the range. We included this range, but we also included a little bit of these too. We skipped on this one because that was going to increase our stop loss by a lot. So we didn't want to do that. So yeah, you can see that was a stop loss on this previous trade. And if we go on the 5, I mean, it was a very quick trade, so that's why it's very small. Yeah, so that's how we determine the stop loss. It just depends on where the zone is and what kind of ranges we got near the zone. And you have to adjust. The more ranges you include, the better it will be for you, because then there's a less chance that you actually hit those stops. You know, like okay, if you see something like this on the, let's go on the 1 hour here. Like over here, instead of putting stops here, you may want to go down here to include this range here. You know, but some people will go 100 pips stop loss. You know, they may go below the entire range, 280 pips stop loss. So they may go towards the entire range because there is a chance we can hit our stops, right? Price can come down, hit this, maybe do a bit of retrace when they start coming down like this, and then use this as a major zone for, because we have a major zone here, right? Start using this as a major zone to start pushing up. So in this situation, you will have not hit your stops. But we will rather do this and take another buy right here and skip all this drawdown that has a potential to take us out. Like it's too much of a stop, right? So it just depends on, you have to mark out your zone and you have to just figure out where you want to put your stops according to the zone. It's usually below the bottom of the zone. So in this case, this will be the main zone, you can say. On the 15, I mean. But because we have so many wicks close to it, we will adjust it to make it cover the entire range. How do you know the price is going to come down back to 2331? We don't know. That's the thing. That's why we wait patiently. We don't know if where price is gonna go. We just make a guess, educated guess. It's all just guessing here. I don't mean it literally guessing. Like, if basically this is our setup. This is the area we want to take a trade from, because it's we trade based off the supply and demand zones. So what we do is, if price comes here, we will execute on our trade. But if price doesn't come here, we do not take the trade, right? So there's always a chance the price can, this could be the start of rejection here. Like we have seen this, it can be a rejection. It may never come down. It may just start going up and actually go through our TP, right? It can do that. But if it does come down to our zone, that's where we execute. And there's always a chance it may do this or it may do this. So it can take us out or we can take our TPs here. So we don't know if it's gonna come down, but if it does, that's where we're gonna enter. And that's the main thing you will learn, is just like, okay, you may say this is a buy area, right, for us, but you may be thinking, why not just take a sell to come down? But that's not how it works, because we don't know if it's gonna come down. It has come down here before, in these areas before, right? We're basing these areas because we have resistances here. We have taps. This whole zone, you can see how many taps we have had before in previous data. Like, look at this nice green candle here. We tap this zone, and this was the top of the range we got, right? And that will be above our TP. That's nearly near our TP2 here, right? So we don't know if it's gonna come down. We just know when it does come down, it usually has pushed up from here. So that's what we're basing the trades off. Just like we don't know where the price is gonna go up. Is it gonna go to 97, 2397, or is it gonna go to I think our new TP we were looking at 2419 or something like that. Well, we kept it open for now. Like yeah, 2419. Yeah, it can go anywhere. It may hit our TP1 and go break even on that trade. It may go to TP2 and then go break even, or it may just keep going up and we never hit our break even. So you gotta understand that you don't know where the price will go. It, you just trade based off when the price comes to your setup, your areas, and that's when you execute. And then once you have executed, you have traded according to your plan. And then what market can do whatever it wants to do then. No. Once you have executed on your plan, that's all that matters. And then if you hit your stop loss, you should have no emotions in there. If it goes to your profit, you should be cool with that as well. No worries, no worries. Well guys, don't forget to drop a like. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe as well. And we do have a free Telegram channel, link is in the description and in the chat. So drop a follow there as well. Subscribe to the group. And also we'll be posting more videos on our YouTube channel. We're gonna drop more education videos because we are in the works. We are making a strategy video as well. So that will be dropping at some point. Alright, let's have a look at what GJ is doing. We haven't had a GJ trade, I believe, for the last 3 weeks now. Should we check? Last GJ trade was on the 19th of April. So yes, 3 weeks. This is the 4th week now. Starting for the 4th week, I mean. That was a Friday. That trade was a break-even trade. I do not remember why it was a break-even. But the one before that, we had 50 pip, that was a mess. Alright, let's see. GJ, so the monthly. Yeah, so we got 18 days on this month. We spent all this time trying to make a bottom wick, so it's all about, do we flip here and start breaking highs to fill the wick up? Since we did close, actually, let me go left. You gotta believe there's data on the left from GJ. It's not gold, is it? Alright, let's draw some areas down. We're gonna use this line. Why is the line up here? No idea. You know, let me do this on this one. Yeah. Ooh, is this another data? Well, let's go back. It's not showing the data. That was weird, never seen that. Anyway, so the area will be something like this. Yeah, you can see how we tap this zone, and so there's a chance we reject here on the monthly. But you will expect us to wick fill as well. So once we do flip on GJ on the monthly and we break these highs, your next destination is a wick fill. We may come near it, we may not do the wick fill fully, we may not break those highs, and we may start rejecting again. But with 18 days left, and with the way the GJ has been moving so far, I'm not quite sure if it will be able to close bearish after making the wick fill. So if it does flip and start going up, start pushing up, then it will likely just yeah, will likely just close bullish at that point. But that's fine. Once it does close bullish, you can expect next month to be bullish as well. But we are on a resistance area. You can see how it perfectly tapped the resistance on this bearish candle and came down. I'm guessing we made the top wick first. Let's go on the weekly. Okay, a week month is different because the month started between the week. It's hard to say. April going on daily. Yeah, 1st of May. So first candle of the month did tap the top first before we push down. That's a nice strong push down, by the way. But right now we're trying to retrace a bit. So before we go on the weekly, let's go on the daily. I mean, let's look at the weekly. So weekly we did end up closing bullish, and this new week we have started to break the highs already. We don't have a steep bottom wick yet, but eventually, hey, let me remove this better. Yeah, we don't have a steep bottom wick, but and there's still a chance we may wick fill and then come down to make the bottom wick in this week. You know, anything can happen. Let's see on the data on the left. Can we see something? Yeah. Alright, so what I see is, yeah, it closed right at it. So if we use this as our top wick now, I like the area. Yeah, this is a decent area. And you'll see how the weekly did end up closing right at it. Actually a little bit above. So yeah, on the weekly you can expect a wick fill up. But it just depends on how much volume can the market bring in for GJ. But monthly, so far we are bearish. But the structure is showing that at some point we should be able to flip and start going up, which makes sense on the weekly. And the daily has been bullish for the last few days, but it hasn't been moving all that much for us to take a trades in the zones. It's looking good. It's looking good. It may take a month for this monthly candle to like create ranges for us to trade in next month. You know, sometimes can do that. It's just you know how it is. If you just wait. Yeah, weekly, daily, that's what the weekly, daily are doing. They are bullish at the moment. I do expect the monthly to flip at some point. And with the 4 hour, you can see how small the ranges are. It's crazy. You can see the candles are only dropping. They're doing 40 pips at their best on the 4 hour. Otherwise, average is like 30 pips. Since the Monday 6th of May. So since last week, we only done 360 pips. And you can see how much gold is doing in the same 4 hour. Like just look at it does the 40 pips in 5 minute candles during New York sometimes. It's just very slow for us to take trades on GJ. But we had a bearish area here for us to take a trade off for a sell it. Or we could have taken a buy here. But you can see how we missed our buy opportunity. We never got into those zones. And right now we are in the zone of sells, but we do not want to take these sells from here because there's a chance we actually do break out of it. But if you start seeing a rejection, there may be a potential for sell coming up in the rest of the week. We'll wait for a retracement again, maybe up to this same zone or probably a new supply that it will make after it's trying to come down. We were looking for this buy here, we just never close to this buy. We never got anywhere close to get executed. So just wait. But that is all with GJ. It's slow. It's not fun, right? It's not a fun pair at the moment. So all we are trading on is gold at the moment. At least gold is reliable enough that you can expect setups every week for the most part. But if we don't get the setup, that's fine. But guys, don't forget to drop a like here, subscribe. And let us know in the chat what you want. If you have any questions, any information you want to know about the strategy, or anything else you want to know. Literally, you can ask whatever you want here, and I will try to answer it. Yeah, GJ is slow, that's why. Do I trade US 30? No, we do not trade US 30 here. Just gold and GJ for the most part. We used to trade Euro USD, but it's also a bit slow. But good thing about Euro USD is it's slow, but your stop losses are much smaller. So you can basically risk more on the same trade. Not more, as in you can risk the same amount as gold and still get decent return from it. But it's also a bit of a slow pair. And US 30 and at Nasdaq, we can have a look at US 30 quickly. US 30 and Nasdaq are basically the most of the trades happen during when the NYC opens up. Is there no end on this? So we got 8 cap one, I guess we use that. Alright, let's see what US 30 is doing. So are we at all-time highs? So that's the whole data since 2008, but I know we are on all-time highs. So monthly, last month we closed bearish, and this month no bottom wave, we started ripping back up. There isn't any other range, any other data to see on the left, so we don't really know. But yeah, with 18 days left, it may tap this area right here. I have to see what's happening on the lower time frame to really know what's happening. But yeah, if you look at the weekly, maybe. So monthly we do close bearish. You will expect next candle to start do the wick fill here at least. You will try wick fill, and you probably want to tap this zone before we start pushing back up, right? Because once you pick a direction, you won't just retest. I mean, like retrace from the area that you are already in. So this may be a retracement to start coming back down again. But let's see the weekly. Weekly we have been bullish for the last few weeks, and this week you expect a tap at like 40,000 area. You can say you can tap this zone, and then it may reject or it may close above this zone for us to make new all-time highs and start going back up. Keep moving up on the higher time frames. Well guys, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and do drop a like please here on the video. And let me continue on this US 30. Daily has been going up nicely. A few slow days in between. Tuesday was a slow one. Monday and Tuesday was slow. Nice push on Thursday. Thursday was a news day as well. Unemployment claims. Dude, Thursday seemed to be moving decent. Anyway, what I expect. What I wanted to talk about was the US 30 really moves in NYC open. So let's see. This is NYC closer time. 7-8 p.m. That's late in session. Oh, seems to be moving late in session as well. 6 p.m. Is my time wrong? Okay, it is wrong. I'm thinking what is happening. There we go. Now it's gonna be 2:30. Yeah, see, it is moving during NYSE open, and the rest of the day will be quiet for the most part. So that should be NYSE opening at 2 p.m. So basically 2 p.m. is when you expect US 30 to move. But we're not trading it just because we already have 2 pairs at the moment, and it's best to stick to a few pairs that you know well and just start, you start working on it, and you get a lot of experience on the same pair. Then you start understanding the pair, you know how it reacts, how it acts, which will help your trading. You may want to avoid a few things. If you start seeing some kind of a pattern or something on like gold, you'll be thinking, okay, this I've seen this before multiple times and it has usually been a problem. So you may want to stop doing that. So it's okay, US 30, you can if you If you trade it, you know, there's no problem with that. But you want to spend some good time with it, and right now we just want to spend time with gold and GJ, and eventually, yes, at some point we'll probably expand a bit. We may start doing Euro USD again or something else. But for now, no USD, no NAS 100. Is it NAS 100, right? Yeah, it's NAS 100, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, no USD. Guys, drop the likes and subscribe to us. We do come live every day, Monday to Friday, unless there's exception. Chat, give me a few minutes, I'll be back. Go get some water. BRB. I'm back. Right, we won't, I don't think we're gonna get activated right now. We're gonna have to wait for the 4-hour close. Next 4-hour opens up. What we're gonna do is, yeah, we're not gonna do anything really. We got our setup right there. Doesn't matter if you close bullish, bearish, because we're not using this 4-hour for much. It's all about getting the new 4-hour bottom wick coming down all the way and then start pushing back up. So we'll see. Can we get the same 4-hour push that we had here, like this? So here, move everything. See this 4-hour, we took a sell actually coming down, hit our TP2 and then we start pushing up heavily, right? Can we get the same push up or something like that? And we can have TP open and leave it running up. But yeah, likely gonna have to wait for the next 4-hour, and if I do expect there will be some volume at NYC open. So we got another 45 minutes to go for NYC and 15 for the 4-hour to open up. So yeah, just wait patiently for it, and then we'll see. Thinking TP1 can be 70 pips. But anyway, yeah, we just gonna have to be waiting patiently here. It may come down and like come all the way down here or something and reject, but it may not, you know. We want it to come down to our area. We won't be taking the trade otherwise. So yeah, just some waiting here. Lots of waiting. Yeah, gold has been trying to push up slowly. You can see the 5 has been trying to push up, but that could be just retracement. Let's see, 11 minutes for the 4-hour to close, and that may bring in some volume for the next 4-hour. As soon as it opens up, it may bring a bit of volume. Otherwise, we'll be waiting for NYC to open for the trade to get executed. But pretty decent day so far on the daily. Decent move considering it's a Monday, doesn't always move. We had a decent move so far. And that's good. It's printing ranges for tomorrow. So even if you don't get a trade today, we'll be back tomorrow. There will be better ranges in this area, and we can trade those ranges then. chat, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, drop a like. We do have a free Telegram group. It will be free for a limited time, so don't forget to join it while you can, because we'll eventually be a premium group at some point, but not right now. So join it. We do drop London session trades as well, if there is any. But so yeah, if there's a London session trade, join Telegram. The link for it is in the description and in the chat. All the trades we take will be on Telegram as well. We only come live during New York session every weekday, Monday to Friday, at 12:30 p.m. GMT +1 right now, I think. Basically UTC +1, London time. Just make it easy. And we do general all our trades as well, by the way. So you can see we started on 5th of January. All our trades are right here. So far we have secured about 4,000 pips on full TPs. But yeah, we're working to we're trying to improve this win rate, honestly. April was a lowest win rate so far, but it's still secured. You can see 793 pips in April. So just near our average. If we take the last 3 months average, that'll be 928. But you can see these are the losing pips. Not much. We haven't really lost that much pips. Win rate may be low, but losses were on small SLs. Most were because of GJ not working out really. Man, we had a last trade on Thursday, and it was a nice one. 153 pips secured. That was our TP2. We did not get our full TP there. Oh, by the way, all these journal links are in the description. Oh, sorry. If you join Discord, which the link will be in the description, all these journal trades, the links for them will be in the Discord server. If you go in the journals channel on the Discord server, you will find the links. I don't think this one is there yet. I'll probably add it at some point. But we started using this newer journal because it captures way more data. So it's gonna capture more data for us. And we started doing this in May. So basically in 2-3 months we'll have some more elaborate data. And data helps a lot to understand how you're trading and how you can improve. So it's definitely worth journaling. If you do not journal, I highly recommend you do that. It's gonna help you a ton. It's the best part of trading is to journal for me. Because when you look back at the data, like in a few months time, you look back on how you've been trading. You can understand from the data on how you can improve. How can you make trading better? What kind of, when you've lost your trades, what have you done wrong? It will be there in the data. Well, I started journaling since I started trading. It's the first thing. You really want to journal, and all the links will be in the Discord server. There is a blank one as well. This one doesn't look like this in the blank version, so you're gonna look up from the channel. I've made this one a bit different because we're only storing pips counts, not actual trades here. Actual trades like the setups will be coming up here. It actually looks like this. So this is the one I recommend, this green one. I believe it's gonna be called, let me see what this says on the journal tab. Yes, it says detailed journal. So this will be a more detailed journal. And this is the a bit more bare bones journal. Yes, it has limited information here, but you know, it's there. This is our streaming journal. You can see we are on a 9-win streak on the stream. Crazy how we took all trades on the 15 minute for supply and demands. Most of them were sells as well. Well, we had 3 buys in here and the rest were sells. Wait, is it gonna show us the most frequent time? Not sure the average time, I guess. 1:55 p.m. is our average time of trade on stream. So we are right now, we are right about our average time window that we would take in trading. That's just the average. What's the earliest we had? So earliest was 11:19 a.m. which I will adjust that to. Wait, when was the daylight saving time changed? That was in March. Did I put this time wrong? 24th of April. It can't be PM, it has to be AM. Yeah, maybe we came early that day on stream. And the latest trade we got on stream was half trade. We did take a trade late in the session as well. Anyway, so 4 hour opened up new one. And let's see how we close. So we did close bullish, decent bullish. Now what you're gonna expect is next 4 hours to start going up as well, right? Which as soon as it opened, it did that. So it's gonna wick fill, and then it may start rejecting them down to make a bottom wick. And we want our bottom wick to come down to our zone 10%. Then you know, hopefully we can start pushing up. But it's been a bit of a slow one so far. You know, it's kind of expected. Even though it's 100 pips inside the range. It's annoying if we don't come down. We just wait. But we got half an hour for NYC to open up. That will bring in some volume. But if you do not get executed by 3 p.m., so in the next hour, we'll see where the price is. So if you do not come down in the next 1 hour below these ranges here, so it's the next 1 hour. So in this 1 hour, basically, if you do not come down bearish, you'll probably end up canceling the trade and call it a day on the stream. But there will be a potential to take a sell from either 63 zone or maybe the 68 zone. If price does move, but there's always a chance that we do not really move much. We're gonna wait. I believe the order was set since morning. Yeah, 10 a.m. was when the order was set here. So it's been 4 hours since we're looking for the zone. Let's see. But chat, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and drop a like on the video. It will help more people reach us, and so more people can learn. This is a very nice, simple strategy, but it will require you to have experience in the market to understand what kind of zones to take, because you can't just take any zone. But there will be supply and demand zones everywhere, but you have to be, you need experience to figure out different kind of confluences. Confluence can be like the time of the day, when the volume comes, what session you're trading in, how the market is moving right before it came to your areas. It's like loads of things that you understand when you actually trade. You just have to spend time on charts, and that's when you actually start understanding the ranges and stuff. Yeah, we have done the wick fill on the 4. Now let's see if you start rejecting here. Or does it want to come back up? Maybe break the highs before it does reject. Now you can see the closure is right here, right? I'll put a line in. We close on the 4-hour right at it, I believe. Just a bit over it, but there's still a chance that we may do something like this. You see how this bullish candle was like this? We came right at it, right? Let me put a line instead. You can see the 4-hour topic was here, we came right at it. And the next 4-hour, there's a chance that we actually make something like this. We can expect this 4-hour to break the high, maybe tap this, and then start coming down. And do the rejection here. And you can see this next 4-hour did come down. Eventually, it came down all the way to 2320. But first, it came down to this zone here. Came all the way down here, so which is inside our stop loss area. But we pushed up to we did match the security P1 if you were to take the same trade here, and even TP2 is possible, so it can come down all the way down, but we'll see. We shall see. That's small waiting. 4-hour has flipped here. Alright, let's see. Will we get executed now? Are we gonna start seeing some monument coming in? chat. We not really moving much on this 4 hour yet. How much has this 4 hour done? 40 pips. But it looks like we're gonna be waiting for the NYC next 15. One more 15 candle to go. Let's see if the NYC makes us push down. So we got 45 minutes left on this 1 hour candle. Can 1 hour grab orders from below down here. Push us up. There is a chance they may tap this to push up. But we're gonna wait for our zone. One minute for the 15. There is no news around, so it's gonna be just NYC volume here that can help, unless it's a surprise news or something happening, which usually doesn't really happen. Let's see what has GG done in the 1 hour doji. Alright, new 15 deciding to break highs. So 4 hour may not come down. Let's see. 10 minutes to go for NYC. It's been a slow one. If only gold did not, retrace here. Just kept coming down, then retraced, sure. What, it was only how much pips? It was only 70 pips away from entry. Let's see, 10 minutes to go. Hopefully some volume will kick in. But chat, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and drop a like on this video. And we have loads of other videos on the channel, from analyses and some recaps on the trades we've taken. And there'll be some fresh new more content coming out soon. We will be making a strategy video on how we take trades. It's gonna be a simple one. You need a lot of like experience on the charts to understand on which zones will be valid and which won't be. But hopefully you can learn something from there. But if you're really trying to learn, I would suggest you look up on like loads of videos online of the same strategy, and everyone trades differently. And if you follow the strategy, you will start developing your own. You're gonna start doing trading in your own way. Maybe you don't want the same targets. We'll have different targets. Maybe your entry will not be here. You may enter lower down the zone. Some people on supply and demand, they will wait for rejection. So instead of taking trade as soon as it comes here, so instead of setting a limit order, you may set a stop order. You wait for the price to come in this area and you wait for a rejection to happen. So you wait for a wick. You wait for a wick down here and closure above the zone. And then you wait for the next candle to try and tap the wick again but close bullish, and then you may have a stop order right here, somewhere here. So once it crosses these lines again, you start taking your trade up. So everyone trades differently. But best way to learn is to look at multiple different videos and understand how everyone is doing differently. So you have more knowledge, more experience on how that trade go down. And will help you develop your own strategy then. So, and that's the ultimate goal, work on your strategy. Once you have a strategy, you have to work on your discipline, your psychology, your emotions. There's a lot going on. And the most important thing is to work on your patience as well. We can wait all day long for our entry to get tapped. And you can see it does usually play out once. Like, we're not trying to take a trade in this range, right? Because that's not our area. That's not our setup. You may say, okay, if this high gets broken, you can expect the 4 hour to start going up, right? So we can expect that, but we're not gonna take a buy here because that's not the strategy I'm working with. It's not the setup I want to use. But if something you do, that's fine. But make sure to journal those trades as well. It will help you gather data and you understand better than on what trades work out, how they work out. Is it worth doing them again? Is it worth taking like a breakout or like a fake out? Or is it worth taking a trade? Whatever your setup or entry will be. But yeah, again, chat, it's more in trading. You've done the analysis, it'll be like 5% of the work. You get up in the morning, the charts, you make up your areas, and you just wait for those areas then. So like 90 to 95% of the time, you're just waiting. unless you're trading on the 1 minute chart and you're trying to take trades everywhere you can. So you see a potential, like maybe you can use this as a resistance area. You get the tap, you take a sell now, and hopefully it comes down. That's what you're expecting. So unless you're trading on the 1 minute or lower time frames, you know, for the most part you'll be waiting. You wait for your zones to come in play. But 6 minutes left on this 30 minutes. Looks like we may close bullish, but it can still flip. Nothing, anything can happen here. But we're gonna wait for NYC to open up. That will bring in volume. So NYC will be in 10 minutes. Sorry, 6 minutes actually now. 6 minutes to go for NYC. That will bring in volume. Well, usually it doesn't bring in volume. Sometimes it doesn't, because sometimes the market just wanna be quieter. Let's just see. But very slow. This 5 minute has been slow so far. Yeah, if you don't get volume on this next 30, so once that 1 hour has closed, and as long as we close within this range, there's a chance that we're not gonna take a trade then. Good chance. At least for now, we're gonna let the trade go and wait. We'll wait for price to get out of this area, then we may reconsider. But for now, the plan will be to not take the trade if you do not get out its range, because this is the volume time. You usually want to avoid taking a trade late in session, because price, doesn't. There's not always a volume. There's not always volume in the market. Yeah, best way to kill time is to watch something else. Maybe try and gain some knowledge online. Spend your time effectively. Look up at some other videos for strategies or anything about trading. How to be non-emotional in trades, working on your psychology or working on your emotions. And that's the best way to kill time then. While you're waiting, you got set up, you put this on a separate screen and you just keep glancing over. Or you can set an alert or something. Like I can set an alert right here. Once we break lows, it will push me a notification and let me know, okay, we're breaking lows. Okay, now I can look at the charts again and see what the market is doing and decide if the trade is still valid enough to take for me. did close bearish on the 30. 4 hour did not manage to break the high again. Came right at it, rejected. But no bottoming on 15. Could be a bit rangy, but let's see. First minute of the NYC Open. Let's see how this 5 ends up closing on the 15. Will it bring in volume or not? But I need to go to the toilet quickly, so I'll be right back in a second. Not looking good here, chat. Look at this 5. Up, down, up, down. For the last 1.5 hour, we're just ranging in here. So that's why it's gonna be a slow stream. Likely, if you do not get anywhere close to this area, we'll probably call it a stream. But we're gonna keep the order active for the time being. I may hop off the stream because there's gonna be a lot of waiting, and no, I have to get some work done in the meantime. Or maybe this is the volume now. Nice 5-minute opened up, just ripped. Actually did not open up. It's closing. Alright, maybe there's volume coming in. Will we get executed? And if we do get executed, this will be our 10th win on stream in a row. Let's see, we'll find out. Doesn't have to be the 10th one, could be a loss. So every time you take a trade, be ready to accept the loss. So there will be 39 pip loss in this one. So make sure you manage your risk accordingly. Before you enter a trade, you wanna make sure your risk management is on point and you're happy to lose this. It won't affect you. Because when the stop loss doesn't affect you, you don't care what the price does then, right? Because it may hit stops, you'll be like, yeah, that's fine, no worries. It's cool. But if you start sweating in a trade and it's in drawdown, you start feeling like, oh, why is it not moving and stuff like that. You start, going off a tangent then. So that's the best way to have no emotions in a trade, is to accept that before you enter the trade, accept that you're gonna lose the trade. And if it does work out in your favor, you'll be like, alright, that's fine. It's chill. But if it doesn't work out, you already accepted it, that's gonna be a losing trade. You don't have to worry about it then. So you wanna make sure you manage your risk accordingly, according to a loss that you're happy with. Well, see, that is if you get a trade hit. Ooh, I can get no bottom wick. We had no bottom wick on the last one. And it's still pushed down. Not much either this time. Let's see. 100 pips to go. 100 pips to come down. Almost there. Let's go gold. Nice DJ moved. Nice, we're breaking highs here. Yeah, it should break this area then. That is why we did not try sells in this zone. Alright, looking good. Finally coming down. So it looks like I'm gonna stay on stream. And hopefully get this order. Yeah, look in chat. There may be a push at any point. So order is still valid, but it can be a loss. So trade can be a losing trade, so make sure you manage your risk. This is a 39 pip SL, it's wider than usual. Usually it would be like 20 zones, but it is what it is. You could try taking trade on the 50% mark, and there is a chance that it will work out on the 50, but I'd rather end the trade and not miss it. If you take on 50, there may be a chance it will just tap this top zone and just start rejecting. You don't want to miss it, right? But nice strong push. So 1 hour will likely close bearish, and good chance the next 1 hour comes down. And let's see if we get tap on this next 1 hour or not. But no much left. 86 pips to go. Five minutes to go. Damn, rejected. See, I was saying you could have taken a sell here, right? But doesn't mean it will, if it's your setup, you can take it. On the 1 minute was, and it did work out. I close bullish. 40 seconds left. 15 push back up. That's unfortunate. I'll wait here for another 30 maybe at least. We wait. At least you're getting a bearish closure on the one. So it's a good chance next one I will come back down, do the wick fill and hopefully break and push down more. But NYC candle has done, it's done a good range. 80 pips there compared to the other 30 candles we had so far. It definitely has some volume, but not quite the volume I was expecting. I was expecting a good sharp drop down. Good push down, like a quick one, will help to reject much faster than a slow one. Because slow one will mean if it comes down slowly, trickle down, it may not reject straight away. It may just hover around a bit before it start pushing back up slowly. But at least we have bearish closure, so we wait. What is going on? There is a chance this 1 hour may not tap us, and maybe you have to wait for the next 1 hour because this one has not moved so much, but we're trying to come and down back again. So we may start breaking lows. Once we do break the low, should see a quick push to this low now, and then it just depends. Is this gonna be enough liquidity for us to start ripping up, or are we gonna come all the way down here and maybe tap our demand zone to push up, or maybe gold just decides to start just keep going down and doesn't want to come up. But let's see. I'll be here for the next 17 minutes at least. I want to see this 30 break the lows right now. Within this 30 candle, I mean. Alright, chat, we're not moving. Do you think it's gonna be the next hour that may tap us? Otherwise, probably the 2 hours late or something like that. Maybe the 4 hour closes and the next 4 hour opens. That's the trick. But for now, I'm gonna call it stream. I've just been waiting here. It's not doing anything, so I'm gonna go get on with my day. Gonna keep the order active for now. And if you do end up canceling it, I would suggest you follow our Telegram channel. Link is in the description and in the chat. It is a free group for the time being, and update will be there. So don't forget to join there. Yeah, but for now I'm gonna call it a stream. We'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully it should be decent. It's hopefully going to make us some ranges, and there'll be a bit of volume hopefully tomorrow, and we can hopefully get a trade. If we don't take a trade this trade today, who knows, we might get the same trade tomorrow, you know? But that'll be all. Thanks for tuning in, and back on tomorrow. Okay, bye.